Now we're ready to implement the remove item method and then test our program. So the first thing we're going to do is create a variable choice, which will store the choice the user enters. Then we're going to show the list so the user can pick an item to remove. And we're going to create a scanner object to get the user's input. And we're going to prompt the user to ask them which item they want to remove. That's a semicolon. And then we get that choice from the user on that line. Next, we're going to create an array list to store the items that the user wants to keep in the list. And then we will create a new list, or a new file, really, from that array list. And I'll show you how that works in a moment. Then we need a number because we're going to number the items for the user to choose. Now we're ready to open the file and get the items in, so we need to put this code in a try-catch. Next, we need a string variable to store the item from the file. Now we're ready to write a loop to get the items out of the file. So we loop over hasNext line on the endFile object. It looks like I've indented one too many spaces, but that's all right. We don't need to worry about that. We'll just be a little bit out of a line. Then we get the item from the file. Then we look to see if it's an item we want to get rid of. If it's not equal to the choice, in other words, if number is not equal to choice, then that's an item we want to keep. So we add it to the array list, like so. And then increment number by 1 and move to the next item. Close the loop. Then we need a print writer object to write out the file. Then we're going to loop over the array list and write each item out to the file. So it's going to be items.get sub I. And then all we have to do is close the file and we're finished. That wraps up the try. And then in the catch, we just write out a simple message letting the user know we couldn't access the file for some reason. Close the catch. There's our method close. Let's get that and close the program and we're finished. So let's save this, clear the screen, now compile. It all compiled, so let's run it and see if it all works. Here's our main menu. We have 2 items, wash dishes and wash car. Let's add an item. We're being really productive here. Display the list. Now let's decide, the car is pretty clean. So we're going to remove wash car from list. So we want to get rid of number 2. So now we display list again, and there's our 2 items left. So let's quit the program. So that's our to-do list program. And you see we've implemented it as a set of methods: menu, show list, add item, and remove item. Each compact so that we can just plug them into the main program where they need to go to get them to work. And with that, that ends this course on Java for Beginners. I want to encourage you to keep on programming in Java, or any other language for that matter. And the best way to do that is to find things you're interested in and write programs for them. A hobby, some task at work, whatever you're interested in. The best way to learn to program is to write programs, and write programs that you're interested in. So I really encourage you to do that. And I hope to see you in another course soon.